Hello friends, how are you? I hope you are doing well. So here we are going to start Git assignment number 6. So problem statement are as follow. You work as a DevOps architect in Zendesk software. The company has been struggling to manage their product release. The release should happen on 25th of every month. Suggest architecture for this requirement. Simulate this workflow by creating pseudocode files and branches and upload the same to your GitHub account. So friend, in this problem statement, it is said that there is a work for DevOps architect in Zendesk software. So this company is struggling to manage its product release. Means company wants to do something that is related to the releasing of product. Okay, releasing of product generally means the phase in which we are learning. In this situation, the releasing of product generally means that pushing the changes from our local repository to GitHub repository. Okay, so release should happen on 25th of every month. So here we have to automate this release process. Okay, so suggest architecture for this requirement. Simulate this workflow by creating pseudocode files and branches and upload the same to your GitHub account. So friend, basically here we are going to use the architecture of a Git flow workflow architecture. So in order to follow it, we are going to create the pseudocode files to show various phases of development. Like and most important thing is that we are going to use the Git flow workflow architecture. So we will make use of various branches like our develop means apart from main branch we are going to have develop branch. Then for adding feature we will have add a feature branch, and for managing release we are going to have release branch. Okay, if there is any critical issue, so we are going to use hotfix branch. So various branches are there. So various branches are there which are going to be used here. Okay, so let's start. So friends, here the various concepts which will be using are uh, first of all we are going to use the Git flow workflow architecture, and obviously we are working with Git, so Git's concept will be surely implemented. Here you should be aware about the concepts of cron jobs, then only you can uh, automate this process. And the concept of shell scripting will also be used. So you should also a bit knowledge about shell scripting. So in order to for authentication we are going to set up the SSH key. Okay, SSH key, SSH key. Okay, for authentication. Fine, now let's move forward. Okay, so here the steps are given. We are going to follow these steps in order to do our assignment. See, here we are going to create local and remote repository. Then we will set up SSH key for GitHub. Then we will create main branch, develop branch, and whatever the Git flow workflow architecture says, we are going to create feature branch, adding feature, making release. Okay, we will make the release merge to development and main branch. Means first of all we will do the process manually. We will do the release process manually, and after that we will try to make it automatic. Okay, so how we are going to make it, just you have to just see, then you will learn that how I will do this. Okay, so now let's create a file and let's create a repository. So I am going to create a repository that will be named as test repo 03. Okay, test repo 03. Create repository. Okay, so here we had created this repository. Now we are going to create a local repository and we will try to connect it, but this time we are going to connect using SSH. Okay, so we are going to establish the SSH, and here you will see how we can establish the SSH. Okay, so in order to establish the SSH, okay, see, we are not doing anything over here. Okay, we are not doing anything over here. Here we are going to work, okay, but we are not doing anything over here. So let's see how to establish the SSH. So I will create a new terminal in which we will work, okay. So since in our home directory there is a hidden directory known as SSH, and it have two keys. These are public key and private key. I will show you. So in home directory, we are currently in home directory, okay. If you will see, there is a folder known as SSH, okay. There's a temp folder. I just created this for random. I will delete this folder, okay. Okay, so there is a hidden file known as SSH. So you can see that the file is not visible, sorry, directory is not visible. So if we wanted to see the ssh.ssh directory, so we need to type ls-a, okay. It will show hidden directories. So you can see that .ssh is there, okay. This is generally for establishing the SSH connection, okay. So if you go to the cd.ssh, so you will see that there will be two keys are there, okay. It is the public key and private key that will be useful for establishing the SSH connection, okay. So here I had already made SSH connection earlier, so these files are there. So what I am going to do, I am going to just delete this directory itself, okay, and I will create new one. So I will delete, I'm just deleting the directory itself. Now you can see that there is no directory known as SSH, okay, or I can say .ssh. So let's create a directory, okay. So now you can see that there is a directory known as .ssh, okay, and in this directory there is nothing, okay. But when we establish the SSH connection, okay, so we do not work see where I am. So I am now in my home directory, okay, and I had just created my .ssh directory, okay. Now when we are working with SSH first time, so it is suggested that we have to create a temporary directory, okay. So I am going to create a temporary directory. So I will create mkdir tmp, okay, and I will go to the temp directory, okay. Now in order to create a SSH key, there is a command, okay. So I will write SSH hyphen key john hyphen t, okay. Then there is rsa, then hyphen b, then 4096, okay, then hyphen capital C, and there's need to write mail ID which is connected to your GitHub account, okay. So I have this GitHub account, so whatever my Gmail ID is connected with this, I have to write that Gmail ID. So I will write okay. So this Gmail ID is connected with my GitHub account, okay. So if I hit enter, so it will create an SSH key. It asking for a name. So what name I will give? I will give my SSH, okay. I will name it my SSH. It is asking for a password which will be used whenever we establish a connection. So I'm not giving any password, I am just hitting the enter directly, so that there is no need to give the password whenever we connect, okay. And again it is asking for confirmation, but I am not giving any password. So here in temp directory we had created two keys, that is public key and private key, okay. You can see ls. So there are two keys. These two keys will be used for establishing the SSH connection to GitHub. Okay, but these keys will not work in this directory. We have to copy these keys to our .ssh directory. So see, this is my temp directory. Okay, if I go back, so there is my SSH directory. Inside SSH directory, there is nothing. Okay, so I have to copy these two files. Okay, so uh, you can see this, these two files I'm going to copy. Okay, so for copying in Linux we use cp command, and we will copy everything from current directory. We will go one directory back and we will go to .ssh directory. Okay, so the things have been copied. If we wanted to see, we will go one directory back and we will enter to .ssh. Okay, so if we try to see, we have two files over here. Okay, so there are two keys, that is, it is private key and it is public key. Okay, so here what I'm going to do, I will write some commands over here, and after that I will provide this public key to GitHub. Okay, then it will just do the authentication. Okay, so what the command which I'm going to give, just see that. I will write eval, okay, then quotation mark dollar bracket ssh dash agent hyphen s bracket close quotation mark close. Okay, dollar ssh dash agent first space underscore hyphen s bracket close quotation mark close. Okay, then I will write ssh hyphen add, then write, I will use this this sign, then slash dot ssh slash, then we will write the name of our key, that is my ssh. Okay, I will just write this name. Okay, since we are going to copy the public key, but we have to just write the name of our key. Okay, then hitting enter. Okay, so after writing this thing, what we are going to do, we are going to just providing this public key to GitHub. So you can see .pop, this is my public key. Okay, so I will just copy it, okay, and provide this key to GitHub. Okay, so how I will provide this, I will try to create an SSH connection. Okay, so I will go to the setting, and then there is SSH GPG keys. I will create new SSH. I will name it as my SSH connection. Okay, and here I will paste my key. Okay, then add SSH key. It is asking for a password and then confirming. So basically I think connection has been established, but without checking we can't say. So we can check it by typing ssh hyphen capital T, then git @github.com. Okay, so it's asking yes. Fantastic, it is saying you are successfully authenticated. Okay, but GitHub does not provide shell access. Okay, no problem, I don't care about it. The thing is that we are successfully authenticated. Okay, so now my machine is successfully authenticated to GitHub. Now what I can do, I can just push the code. Okay, I can do the push over code. So basically our authentication process have been done. Now let's, so I will add git init. Okay, git init, and then I will create main branch. So main sorry, I will use nano editor for creating main file. Main.txt. I will add this as my main file. Control plus S, control plus X. Then I will add the changes. Git add and git commit -n main file created. Okay, fine. So main file have been created successfully. We did the commit. Okay, I wanted to see, so I will write, I wanted to see the commit, so I will write get log -1 line. So we are working over the master branch. Let's name it as main. So I will write get branch -n main. Okay, so now this is known as main branch. Okay, so now let's push our changes to GitHub, this repository. So the command is given over here. I will use git remote add origin GitHub and this. So basically it is simply for SSH connection. Okay, it is not HTTP. If it is HTTP, so it looks different. Okay, but since it is SSH, so it looks different. So we are working with SSH. Okay, so I copied this command and I will write here paste in order to add the origin. Okay, and then I will, it is saying that rename the branch as main. I had already renamed the branch as main. So what I will do, I will just push the changes to main. Okay, okay, so the changes has been pushed to main. Okay, if we refresh this page, so you will see that our main file is present over here. Okay, so finally our both the local repository and remote, that is GitHub repository, have been successfully connected. We have set up the SSH key. I had created a main file. Now let's complete our Git flow workflow architecture by doing some set of operations. Okay, so see how I will do it. See what I have. I am in the main branch, so I will create a development branch in order to show the development state as per Git flow workflow architecture. So I will write git checkout -b. Okay, and then I will create a develop branch. So at the same time I am also switching to develop branch. So I will create a file in order to show that I am currently in development phase. Okay, so I will write I will use nano editor for creating that development file. So nano development.txt. Okay, so here this is the development phase. Okay, I'm just writing this random text because as in the question it was said that I have to write the pseudo code in order to show the process of software development. So this is development phase. Now I will just try to add and comment this change. Okay, so git add git commit -m development file created. Okay, so we are in the development phase. Now I wanted to add a feature. So in order to add the feature, I have to create a new branch known as feature branch. So I will create git okay, so here I had created a feature branch. So during software development, for adding a feature we created a new branch, that is the feature branch. And in order to adding the feature I will create a file. So I will use nano data, nano feature dot py. Okay, I am just adding this file, creating this file in order to show that I am creating a feature. So this is a new this is a new feature we are adding to software. Okay, then saving and exiting, and I will do the commit. So I will write add git add and then git commit -m. I will write new. Okay, so new feature added. Okay, so basically we had added this new feature. Now after adding a new feature, what we do, we just simply merge this feature branch to our development branch. Okay, so I will write git for in order to merge the feature branch, first of all we have to check out to development branch. So git chcout and develop. Okay, then we will merge feature branch. So git merge feature. Okay, now as after merging feature branch there is no need of feature branch, so we will delete it. So git branch-d feature. Okay, so we had added a feature. So after adding a feature, our product is ready to release. Okay, so see, focus, you have to focus over here because it is very critical part, because we are going to perform the release. Okay, so in order to do the release we need to see that how does we do the release. Okay, if you understand how I did the release, so it will be easy for you for making the script as well as automating the process. Okay, so see how I do the release. So according to git flow workflow architecture, we just create a new branch from development branch, that is the release branch. That release branch is generally for completing the formalities for release, like adding tags, giving release notes. That note generally describes whatever the uh, features or new things we had added to this new release. Okay, so focus that how did I release. So currently I am in development branch, so I will emerge a new branch that is known as release branch from main branch. So I will add git -b release. So I created new branch from development branch. Okay, so in this release branch what I will do, I will create a new file that is known as release notes, that will show the information about the new release. So I will use nano editor to show the release note dot text release notes dot txt. So this is about the new release, and control plus and control plus X. So now I will add git add and git commit new. I will write first release is ready. Basically we give the release number here, but just focus that it is the first release that we are going to do. Okay, and committing the changes. Now when we finally make the release, so what we do, so we just do all the formalities in release branch, and then we merge release branch to development branch as well as main branch. Okay, and then delete that release branch. So I will write git so I will merge release branch to development branch. So what I will do, I will write git First of all, I will check out to development branch. So git checkout develop. Okay, then I will git merge release. Okay, then again I will merge release branch to main branch. So I will check out to merge main branch, git checkout main. Then I will write git merge release. Okay, so after merging the release to our development branch and main branch, we generally delete the release branch. So what I will write get branch hyphen d release. Okay, so release branch have been deleted. Okay, now we are going to do the release. So for this we are going to just push the changes to our GitHub. Okay, so basically whenever we push the branches to GitHub, we generally provide the branch name, that in which branch we are going to push the changes. Okay, but for the sake of convenience we are going to push everything. Okay, what we are going to do, we are going to push the everything, because as considering this is as the initial level. So I will write git push, git push, so it will push everything. Okay, so now everything which we had made, it have been pushed to GitHub. So let's try to check whether things have been pushed or not. So I will refresh it, and you can see that all these files had came over here. Okay, so this is the release that we had made. Okay, so that was first release. Okay, now I wanted to make a second release. Okay, I will create a second release. See, I wanted to automate the process of release, so I should know that how to make the release. So I'm going to make a second release so that it becomes easy for you to understand. Okay, and in second release I will try to denote the current date and time. Okay, so that we can identify that which release is this current one. Okay, so friends, just try to focus that how I will make the release. Okay, so in order to making the release, first of all we have to be in the development branch. Okay, so I'll first go to development branch, get security lop develop. Okay, so I had came to develop branch. So if you can remember, when last time when I merged release branch to develop branch and main branch, so at that time I had deleted the release branch. So on setting over develop branch, we are going to emerge a new branch that will be release branch. So get so by this way I will create a new branch from development branch, that will be a release branch. Okay, and then as with this release branch, we are going to we are going to do some changes. Okay, so basically we are going to work over release nodes. So you can see in release node, the thing which is given is this is about the new release. Okay, so I wanted to add some more text, but that text should show current date and time. Okay, so current date is 1646. Okay, so I want that something should be added to this release node. This shows current date and time, by which we can identify that when does this thing had happened. So I will write echo. Okay, then I will write something on release nodes on, and here I will write current date and time. So how I will write by the way in this way. Inside I am going to use a quotation mark, so outside I will give single quotation mark, so that inside see, this time I want that I will use a variable. Okay, because what happened that see, what I want to do, I just want to print the current date and time. So how it can be print? It can be print by using uh, date. Okay, date plus, it can be like that. I can write date plus, and then my current date slash current month slash current year. Okay, current year underscore current r. Okay, current r colon current minute colon current second. Okay, so see, I just wanted to print the current date and time. Okay, so you can see it is showing the current date and current time. So I want to store this current date and current time in my release notes. Okay, so I will create a variable and I will use that variable. Okay, so I will write now time is equals to, and I will write whole, I will copy this whole thing. Okay, here I will paste it. So if I will write now time, so it will show current date and time. Okay, understand? Okay, so here, okay, so here what I will do, if I write in this way and I will write sorry, it is a variable. We have to use variable in this form. So you can see that I can use this variable. So I will use this variable in order to print the current date and time in my release note. So I will write go see, I will write the text inside my release note. I will write something is in these notes on, and I will write dollar now time. Okay, and it will be inside my release note. So I will write inside release notes. Okay, so if I try to see inside the release note, I will write cat release note. So you can see something is written in the release note, and this is current date and current time 1650. So you can see current time is 1651. Okay, so this command will write the current date and time. That will help us to identify that when did the text has been written over here. So we are going to write something in our release note. Okay, apart from that, what we are going to do, we are also going to write something. Okay, we are also going to write something in one more file. okay, that will be used in order to identify. No worries, don't worry. So now we had made changes. Okay, now it's time to commit the changes. So I will write git add and git commit hyphen m. Okay, so I will again give the same date and time to commit. So I will write uh, special commit on and this current now special commit now time. Okay, conditional close. So you can see the special commit on this date and time has been present over here. Okay, so commit has been done. Now it's time to release the product. So in order to release the product, we have to merge the release branch to our development branch as well as main branch. So how we will we will merge? First of all, we will check out to development branch, then we will merge release branch to development branch. So I will write git chgsecurity and development branch, then I will merge git release. Okay, similarly I will check out to main branch. Okay, and then I will what I will do, I will just get what I will do, I will just merge the release branch. Okay, so I will just merge the release branch. Fine. Now there is no more need of release branch, so I will delete the release branch. So I will write git -t release. Okay, so release branch has been deleted. Then I will git push. So it will push everything to our GitHub repository, and then the release has been done successfully. Okay, so here in GitHub repository, new release has been done. You can see a special commit on this. Okay, so it is the latest commit. Okay, so now the thing which we had did just now, we are going to automate this thing. So how we will automate? See, I will tell that what code I had used over here. Okay, so command which I used over here, I will know that thing by writing history. Okay, so when I had created the release branch. Okay, okay, so basically you can see that I had used this command in order to do the release. Okay, there are some command which we had done in order to do the experiment of understanding the variable containing current date and time, but we will manage that thing. Okay, so you understand that how did I made the release. Okay, the commits which we made are as follow, that we had made the special commit. Okay, fine. So we are going to automate this process. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to just creating a file. Okay, and that file will automate the thing. Okay, so see, these files are present over here. See friends, whenever we are working with our repository, so there might some files which we don't want to push to the repository. So how does we do it? we achieve it by creating a hidden file that is known as git ignore. So I am going to create that git ignore. Okay, so I will create a file git ignore dot git ig, okay, dot git ignore. Okay, and in this ignore file I will write I will don't write anything. Okay, see, this is a random text 7xz. See here, I am also going to create directory mkdir, and I will write not upload. Okay, so in this directory, whatever I am going to make, that won't be uploaded. Okay, so I will add this directory to git ignore. Nano dot git ignore. Okay, I will write not upload. So this slash shows that I am just want that whatever present inside in this directory, that should not be pushed to GitHub. Okay, that dot git not upload. Okay, so whatever we create inside this not upload, that is not going to upload. Okay, so I will create a script, automation script. So I will write nano automation see, I am creating this file because this is going to be a shell file that will contain the commands that are going to execute automatically when we will execute this file. So this file we are going to create inside our folder that will be known as not upload. Okay, automation dot sh. Well, I just said to create a file. Okay, oh, no problem. I will go inside the not upload folder and I will create and inside this automation script.sh I will write. So I will going to write all those commands which are to be executed in order to make the release. So this is going to be a bash file. Okay, so I will write slimit slash bin slash bash. Okay, okay, hash slimit bin. Okay, so here what will be happen, the thing which is going to happen is that we are going to provide all the command. So first of all, we want what we want, we wanted to reach our repository. Okay, so how I will achieve to my repository? See, the folder which containing my repository is home, then okay, so something was wrong. Again cd okay. So this is a folder, okay, and this is a folder where I am currently existing, okay, where my repository is residing. If I say so, these are the files. You can see not upload folder is there. So I wanted to reach to this folder. So how I will reach? I will copy this path, okay. See, when our terminal will reach to this path, then only it will able to work over the GitHub. Simple. Okay, so first of all we have to reach to our repository, okay. Then after that we are going to go to a develop branch, because uh, our uh, release branch always emerges from development branch. So for that we have to first come over the development branch. So we'll write git develop branch, okay. Git check out development branch, and after that we will try to emerge a new branch, that is the release branch. Git security hyphen b release, okay. So in this release we will add in this release branch what we are going to do, we are going to add some text, we are going to add current date and time to our release node. So how we are going to add? I will add echo, then what was the message that I used to write in the release notes. Something is written in release note on this date and time, okay, I understand. In more better, if I wanted to in more better, so I can write that something is really written on underscore time, okay. Copy, okay, and then what happened, we are going to save this content to my release note file. So I will write release release .txt, okay. So I will write something written in the release notes on now time, but the problem is that we had not written something about this variable, so I have to provide something for this variable. So I will write now time is equals to, and what was that current date and time, it is that, okay, fine. So this is the current date and time, okay. So here it is the current date and time, है ना. So let's moving forward, and we also have to make a commit, okay, because after do some updation over the release node we are going to do the commit. So I will write git commit hyphen m, okay, and for committing what the message we used to write, special commit in double quotation marks, okay. So the commit can be done, okay. Then after doing the commit, okay, after doing the commit we will merge release branch to our develop branch and main branch. So I will check out to develop branch, git check out to develop branch and git release. Okay. Similarly we will merge release branch to main branch and we will merge the release branch. Okay, then there is no more need of release branch, so I will delete the release branch by writing git -t. Okay, so I think these are the commands that are sufficient. Okay, that are sufficient. I wanted see if suppose this command work properly, so there should be a message should be seen. So I don't know whether message will be seen, but I will write in desktop I am creating a file that is known as message file, and I will write all done. Okay, so I will write all done on now time. Okay, and this will write thing over the desktop. Okay, so where is desktop? /home/ then I will create the file .txt. Okay, so in this txt file, if suppose all this code happens successfully, so this message will be provided to the message.txt file which is present over the desktop. Okay, so we will use this command to ensure that the things have been done successfully. So now saving the changes, Ctrl+S and Ctrl+X. Okay, so in order to see that whether all the things all the codes that we had written work properly or not, so first of all we will try to execute all those code one by one. Okay, so considering this that okay, so there's automation scripts. I wanted to see the automation script, so I will write get automation script. So automation script is present over here. Here we are in currently in our directory. Okay. So one by one we will try to execute the command. So let's reach to we are in the root directory. Okay, now let's reach to our repository directory. Okay, so I reached to my repository directory and I will check out to develop branch. Okay, so I check out to develop branch, and I will merge or I will create a new branch from develop branch that is known as release branch. So new branch has been released. Now I will create a variable that will store current date and time. Okay, that variable is known as now time. I wanted to see the value of this variable, so I will write dollar now time. Something is missing. by write $sign over here and then write. Okay, so it is showing now time. Okay, so now time is showing the now time. That is 17:15. Okay, and currently the time is 17:15. You can see. So now what I am going to do, I am going to uh, write this. I'm going to write this current date and time in my release notes by saying that something is written in release notes. Okay, with the current date and time. Something is written in release note on and current date and time. We will write those things in release notes. So you can see, and you can see something's written on release note and current date and time, that is 17:15. Okay, so till now every code is working properly. So after making the changes, what we are going to do, we are going to just do the comment, and this special comment will also contain the current date and time. Okay, one thing is left, that we did not add the thing, we do not stage the thing. Okay, so staging is left. So first of all, let's do the changes over here. So we forgot to do the staging. Okay, sorry, we forgot to do the staging. So I will write git add. Okay, git add, and I will add everything. Git add, and I will write add everything. So here I will copy this, paste. Now I will do the commit. Git commit and enter. So you can see that special commit has been made on 17:15, that is for now. For now the commit has been made. Now after doing commit, what we do with the release branch, we generally merge the release branch to our main branch and develop branch. Then after that we delete the release branch. So we are going to do the same. What we do, we are going to delete the release branch. Okay, we're not going to delete the release branch. First of all, we are going to merge the release branch. So how we will merge? We will merge by merging first merging to develop branch. So git, the code is present over here. I wanted to test it, so I will do the copy paste. Copy and then paste. Okay, then again moving to main branch and copy and then paste, and then again merging release branch to main branch. Okay, so here I did not written the code of pushing. Okay, so I will write git. So we are not writing anything because it will push, so that it will push everything. This is okay for now. Okay, so git push, and it will push everything. Okay, so the spelling mistake is there, MER. So we got the advantage of rechecking it. So we will merge the release branch to main branch. Merge has been done. Now I will delete the release branch. And then I will I will push the changes. Okay, so I will write git push. Since it is already SSH authenticated, okay, so it will not ask for my username and password. But if suppose I use the username and password, or if I use the authentication token, so every time whenever we do the push, it asks for username and password. Okay, so but we did the SSH authentication, so only one time it had asked for authentication. Okay, okay, so here push has been done. Now I will write this message in order to check that everything has been done properly or not. So all done, all done. I will write uh, successfully. It is difficult to copy. Okay, so if I wanted to see, so there is a message.txt. Okay, no need of these files. There is a message.txt. It is saying all done successfully on this 1715. So finally all our code have been worked successfully. All of our code has been worked successfully. Fine. Okay, so you can see that everything has been done successfully. So finally the changes should be reflected over here. So you can see git ignore file has also came over here. Okay, uh, I should not push this git ignore file. Okay, so this file does not stay over here. Okay, so for this, we know what we do. There's a ignore file. Where is that? So we are in the main branch. Okay, and we are not able to see the git ignore file because it is hidden file. So so here I will avoid uploading this same file. Okay, now next time this git ignore file is not going to push here, and from here also I will delete this ignore file. Okay, okay, no problem. I will not delete this file. Yeah, it's there. Okay, so next time when we push the git ignore file, okay, so that will not come with this. Okay, fine. So we did the release. Now everything, see, if I go to cd, if I write cat so you can see that I had written the code. That code are sufficient to do the changes, okay, or to release the changes or push the changes to GitHub. So if I execute this command, so this command alone is sufficient for doing the changes or doing the release. So let's test this command. I will write I will first of all make this command executable. So I will write, go to this command and add an executable permission. So this command is now executable. Now I will try to execute this command by writing. Okay, so okay, friends, you need to understand that why does this problem occur. See, this problem occurs whenever, suppose we are uploading or we are pushing something to our GitHub repository, but before we push, someone had already pushed to that repository. So due to this reason, we are going, whatever we are going to do, that can create the situation of overwrite. Okay, so there are two options. First option is that whatever the changes that have been made to the GitHub repository, we will make our local repository up to date with that changes. Or second changes is that we will, if we are too much sure that whatever we had done it is 100% correct, so we will push that forcefully. So here I am going to push it forcefully. It okay. Fine. So now you can see that this time whatever the comment that has been made, okay, that is showing over here. Special comment 1703 170331, and even in our message, you will also see that all done successfully in 170331. Okay, so this shows that the script which we had made is working properly. If we wanted to see the release note, uh, so you can see that we are going to do the release one by one, and the things are also being recorded over here. So the script is working properly, but we wanted to execute this script automatically. So this time the situation is becoming critical, because now we are going to automate the script. So how we can make automate? We can automate by using the concept of cron job. So first of all, we will copy the script, we will copy the script location. So what I will write uh, okay, so this is the location of our script, and script name is automated script. Okay, now I will use a new terminal for working with cron jobs. Okay, so in order to work for a cron job, I will use new terminal. Okay, okay, so I will write, see, I will edit the cron tab -e for edit. Okay, so here I have to provide the cron job. So first of all, I will test. So I will create a cron job that will execute every time, sorry, every minute. So every minute our automation script will going to execute. So how it will execute? We will provide the location. So this is a location of our automation script. Okay, and okay, so this is an automation script that should execute at every minute. Okay, so I will save and exit, and you can say cron tab is installing. Okay, and I will close this file. So let's try to see. So current time is no updation is there. Okay, let's wait for some time. Okay, so currently what's the time? Time is 17:39:08 second. So if I go inside this file, so you can see the time is 17:39. So all done successfully, means push had also being made on 17:39. Okay, so I wanted to see it, so I will refresh it. Okay, nothing is not happening. Okay, so let's wait for some more time. So it is showing all done on 1740. So again the script is executed. I wanted to see the commit has been made or not, but no commit is being made, means push is not working properly. Why it is so? There is only one branch, that is known as main branch. After that all there is no more further branch. The push is not working properly. What is happening? I think script is not working properly. Okay, so let's try to stop the cron tab. So I will just stop this activity for now, and I will try to execute the statement or execute the automation script manually. Okay, so this is available here. So dot slash okay, I wanted to see the changes. So 1741, it is the time when I did made the changes manually. So is it there? Okay, if we make it manually, so the changes work, but when we try to run the cron job, so it does not work properly. Okay, it is working. See, the changes are coming, but these shows after some more time. Okay, this does not show or get reflect very quickly. Okay, understand? Okay, so finally the cron job that we made, that works. Okay, okay, so in order to execute this job at the 25th of every month, instead of this I have to write 0. Instead of this, means instead of every minute I have to write 0. Instead of every hour I have to write 0. Instead of every day I have to write 25. Okay, and it will work for every day and every month and every day of week, means every week. Okay, so now saving and exiting. Now this is so finally our cron job is ready. Okay, and this cron job will execute, है ना? this cron job will execute at every 25th of at the 25th of every month. Okay, so at the 25th of every month, or whatever the changes we will make, that is going to push to the GitHub repository. Okay, so that was our assignment. Okay, and as I told you, the various commands that I used were these. Okay, so basically, first of all, see what are written in the automation script that matters for you. Okay, so I'm going to tell that. So that okay, so here I will copy everything. Okay, see, so this is a bash command. First of all, we go to the directory where we have our repository located. Then we move to develop branch, because our release branch generally emerges from develop branch. And after that, we will set the variable so that it can refer the current written time, and we will use that variable in order to uh, set up the release notes. Okay, means whatever the new release information about new release is there, that is representing this, and we are adding those text to our release notes. Okay, basically this is not our job, this is a job of developer. The developer make the changes to the code. Automation script is just need to push the changes, but here no one is going to make the changes. So here automation script is automatically means itself is making the changes. So that's the case, and then we will add and comment. We will do a special commit on this particular time. Again, we will check out to develop, and we will merge release branch to develop branch and main branch. Then we will delete the branch, and we will push everything. Then we will display all done code to the any external file in external file. And here in our case, we created a file in the desktop to see the updated or changes that we made over here. Okay, so I hope you got the point. So that was our assignment number 6. Fine. So thank you friends, I hope you understand what I told to you and everything. Yeah, it's true that I sometimes the things were very critical, but finally I had made the thing, and whatever is present in your front, that is working properly. Okay, so friends, thank you for watching the video. Keep learning, keep growing. Thank you.